All right, guys, we're back again with State of Runterra pre-rotation. So we're gonna talk about each faction, or see what we think about them right now, and see what we hope to see in the future. So the champions, everybody but Tom Kinch has been great, or is great. So Tom Kinch is about the only embarrassment here. He still has a playable deck, but his units are better for Soraka and Swain than they are for him, which is odd to have you totally whiff on the units for the champion that you play. It's happened a couple of times, Freljord and several others. Just missed on mechanics, but 'tis life. Um, every champion here has been pretty busted. She's now back in the meta since Quietus went down, but they all do similar things. They want to tick you for damage. They're going to draw a little bit of cards. Not an abysmal amount, but some. They're going to do tricks, and they're going to midget buff the 1-drops. That's what they do. So the difference between all of them is they just play aggro differently. Like, this deck's not going to be in this deck because he just wants to hit for 1. He wants to play a more controlling matchup. And she wants to attack a lot. She wants to attack a lot too. And Nami buffs. Nami buffs units. And when that was going, it was real hard. But it got nerfed real hard. And she kind of hasn't found her way since. But they might help her out or change her. Pike does the same, more as an aggro unit, plus when he gets lurked, he turns into a spell that's probably going to kill a unit and make him a unit too. And he's pretty busted good if you get him going. If you don't hit your lurk, you're sad as hell. Fizz TF was abysmally broken for too long when that rotation started. Like right after maybe Call of the Mountain or during Rising Tide. Luckily, that is not as bad anymore because that was just no fun to deal with. So the thing I like about Blidgewater that it does, they all want to do the same thing, but they do it in drastically different ways. From deep, where you mill yourself and then all your creatures are bigger and they're way less, to I want to do 1 damage a turn and then I become a big boy and then blow them up after I level, to control, to attack, to all that. They all have, like, these two kind of want to work together and these two kind of want to work together, but I don't think there's room for them in a deck together. So things I like also is when you play something, it's probably going to be for the specific champion, not for another champion. It's going to be for the champion you want to do. This is going to be an MF deck, maybe a Fizz deck. It's not going to be in a Gangplank deck. This is only going to be an alert deck, you know? And the spells are very similar that way. You're not going to play an Ebb, in a lurk deck, but you will play Bone Skewers to put Pike on the top and start the lurk. But you will put this here to do that. So, also, more midget buffing. They cost 1 less, you know, has a good spell that kills equipments. Those are pretty powerful right now. It has, like, vulnerable that you can pull units. We also have Nab that's really fun. Lets you take... it's the only faction that lets you pull cards out of their deck. It was pretty busted. It was the card value it was the first card value truly in the game. It was pretty good. It's still probably pretty good, but you know, I think things are so specified right now, it's hard to find that sort of value town on that. So the one thing I think is also good, it has some memes in here with the Mariah Great Mother. If you hit a big spell that's 12 mana for 3 mana, that's pretty fun, and you can go search it with the Zap and go get that 3-drop if you don't play other spells in the deck that are under that. That's a pretty neat combo. But the thing that it wants to do, and has too, is big enders. It has a lot of things that will end the game. The Lurk Fighter, that every unit that has Lurk fights something when they enter. Nagakaboros is pretty rare one, but if you do get it off, it's probably game ender. Riptide is strong, very strong, and Dreadwave will always be strong because it draws you another Gangplank, and everything deals double damage. So, and if you have kegs, it multiplies it pretty much by 2. So if you do 2 damage, you're going to do 4 damage, blah, blah, blah. It gets, like, that thing's going to do 8 damage if you don't have a fearsome blocker. Nobody wants that. So, let alone Gangplank and any explosions that happen or anything like that. We also have the OTK Mariah Greatmother deck, and the only thing that will probably be in every deck is Aya Nagakaboros, for sure. So, and if you played the Ruin King game, you'll probably appreciate these cards even more. I suggest you do. It's very awesome. And moving on from that, things we'd like to see in the future are pretty simple. There's not ever been, or has been, a successful, like, burn to face deck, like red black or something in Magic has, or just red in general, that they burn you for enough that the game's over. Maybe with Jack coming a champion, and that looks real awesome. Plus these dudes, I mean, who doesn't want to have some muscly little shark guys beating people up? Plus, you know, hopefully we start getting something like this where we start killing stuff. That would be really fun. I hope we see something like that in the future, or something that's just like, you have poor choices. I hope you can work through them. I don't want it to be as cancerous as, you know, you die turn 5 regardless, but I would want it to be, you have to make best of your poor choices I'm giving you for the opponent. I don't necessarily want it to be fair, but I would want it not to be have to be nerfed. So in the future, we'll see what holds. We can only hope and see that they actually make Bubble Bear worth a damn. We want the meme to be alive, but we'll see someday, maybe. Someday we'll get that other than Galio formidable buff. Other than that, we just need to make the Bubble Bear be a dream, not a meme. Anyway, we'll see you next time, and enjoy the rotation. Bye.